the lights from our commentary box. We can see they are on now. And they go out, and away we go then. And it's a pretty even start from the two on the front row. It might even be the best start there from the driver on the outside, which is the very experienced Nev Kirkpatrick. It is Nev, number 11, that's got into the lead of the race there from Ian Slark in second. Then it's David Kirkpatrick in third place as they go down to Hatchets for the first time. But Ian Slark squeezes back through on the inside, and David Kirkpatrick might get through on the inside as well. So we've got the first 6 cars, the Supers, already starting to make a bit of a break away from the rest, but they are having a real ding-dong fight, aren't they, Craig, as they come out of Spitfire through to Benny for the first time.
Yeah, fantastic job by all of the drivers. They literally must have listened to everything we were saying earlier. Just make it through the first corner and then crack on as normal. But yeah, great start from Ian Slark. Great opening lap as well from Nevin Kirkpatrick, and Dave also sitting behind his brother there, looking for an inside move through the right hander. Yeah, didn't quite get it done.
Yeah, that's the centre S's there, and heading down to Brooklands Hairpin for the first time. It's a 20-minute race, this, so a bit longer than some of the races that we've had already. We've had lots of red flags and early checkers already, so hopefully it will go the full distance. There is the Mighty Mini class battle, though, and is that Price that's ahead of that at the minute?
Yeah, so it's Mark Price is just in front of Dan Smith there. I mean, watch out for Dan. He's looking very, very quick. Obviously, didn't finish both races at Castle Combe, which is a real shame, but he got the radiator fixed. He got the HT leads stuck together with some cable ties, and he looks very, very fast as they're coming through the Honda curve there, and it looks absolutely sensational. He's in the toe now. He's on the back of Mark Price. Can he get this done? We're on with him now. Down the inside, is he going to have a look? He's got a little bit of chrome bumper hanging off the back there. He's in the water on the right hand side, hard on the brakes through Hatchets. Is he going to get that done through the hairpin? Yes, he does. Great move there.
Yeah, meanwhile, we're just looking, there we are, but there's the confirmation. There's Smith getting through on the inside of Hatchet's hairpin. You can see that bumper just dragging slightly behind the car. I wonder if the officials will take note of that and might give him potentially the black and orange meatball flag. Say, hang on, you've got bits hanging off your car, you need to come in and get that taken off. He'll be really hoping, if he even knows about it, that is not what he sees next time he crosses the finish line, because he's just made a great move to get the lead of the race away from them before Mark Price then. And then in the next position in that class, it is Graham Shepherd, isn't it? The winner from Castle Combe.
Yes, it is. You can see Graham, again, very quick driver. Had his first race win at Castle Combe a month ago, and looking very quick. He's now back on these guys as they come through Brooklands there, and back on the power as they come through Carters. And looks at Darren Nightingale's made a bit of a contention there. He's now getting on the back of Graham Shepherd as well, so it could be a 4-car battle for the lead. Oh, and also Sam Slater there, who's the indoor karting champion at Bristol. He's now on the back of this as well, so watch out for Sam Slater, who's making a move with fastest lap going to Dave Kirkpatrick in the Supers.
Yeah, he's still there in third place, but looking out of our commentary box window, he's putting a lot of pressure on his brother for second place overall. We're sticking with the Mighty Minis for the moment, though, and looking at this battle for fourth place, which is just flagged up between Darren Nightingale, Daz, which is whiter than white, ahead of Sam Slater, as they are heading down into Hatchet's hairpin. You can see the novice cross there on the back of Sam Slater's car. So he's a relative newcomer to racing, whereas Darren's got a bit more experience under his belt.
Yeah, he was very confident, Darren. He absolutely enjoyed himself last time out for rounds 1 and 2. And with Sam Slater behind him. And again, this is great experience for Sam to sit on the back of someone that is very experienced in Darren Nightingale. So we'll see what he can do. And you know, we might get a little bit cheeky and have a little pass at some point.
Behind them, a couple of seconds behind them, is Susie Inch in 12th place. And then it's the 6 car next up, which is Paul Hollett, a little bit further back. As we're watching them make their way through the Brooklands hairpin, these 1.3 Mighty Minis having a really good scrap. What kind of lap times are they doing there? The Mighties are lapping in the sort of 122s, the Supers in about the 116, so there's about 6 seconds a lap difference between the two different categories. Yeah,
and it looks like also the rain's sort of holding out, isn't it? So hopefully we'll stay like that, but Ian Slark has just gone faster yet again. There we go, 116.21 there. So awesome stuff as a side-by-side battle for the lead between Dave and Nev Kirkpatrick. I don't know what's happening there, but it looks like it's getting a bit interesting at the back of the pack of the Mighties, which is really good to see. And it's great to see Laura Harris. She's been out for 4 years of Mighty Minis, and she's now back and she's up with the guys. It's absolutely fantastic. Great job.
There's the 93 car. That's Sam Slater trying to find the way past Darren Nightingale down there at Hatchet's on lap 4 of the race. Well, or has he? Because he's then got the right-hander next. But it's the left-hand sweep at Benny, so if he can keep the car there, he might sweep from the inside. Yes, he has done it.
Beautiful.
Nice move from Sam Slater.
Beautiful job by Sam. Just made the car sit where he wanted it to sit. Made sure he had the the inside line. Darren, great bit of respect there as well. Great etiquette and gave him the room. Great job by Sam. Good job.
Yeah, very nicely done indeed. James Jenkins, I can tell you, is the car at the back in 16th position at the moment. Susie Inch is going to come under attack here from Paul Hollett there in the number 6 car, so that's for 12th position. There's James Jenkins, just mentioned him, just behind Laura Harris there in the number 30 car. The overall leaders are just buzzing past our commentary box window, and it's going to be an attack on for the lead there, I think, as we are watching the battle for the... Here we are, it's the battle for the lead here, down at the hairpin. It's Nev Kirkpatrick to the outside line of number 1, Ian Slark. Couldn't make it through there, though. Steve Rideout's just in the best lap of the race from 4th position, Craig.
Amazing, yeah, it was a bit of a confusion. Oh, sorry, just going off on the grass as come up with Hondas there. Luckily, he managed to sort that out. But yeah, Steve Rideout is he's been around. He's been around a long time. He knows how to drive a Mini, and also racing the Mini 7s last week at Coombe. So he's had a little bit of practice. Let's see if he can close up with these guys. Still plenty of time to do so, but they're battling at the front. Ian Slark's still in the lead from Kirkpatrick, Nevin that is, and Dave Kirkpatrick, his brother, just behind him. So that's a little bit of interest there. Brothers.
Absolutely, Dave Kirkpatrick with that very striking Union flag livery sort of draped over the top of the car, isn't it? It looks absolutely fantastic. So you can certainly spot Dave Kirkpatrick. These three are about 4 seconds clear of everyone else. We're going to get a change, are we? Oh, great move at Carter's that.
Wow.
By Nev Kirkpatrick. That's a very fast part of the circuit. Now they're on the brakes to go through the 90-degree right-hander at Honda to end the lap. They're coming through to complete lap number 5. Someone's getting the driving standards flag. It's the number 93 car. That's Sam Slater from the Mighty Minis who's getting the driving standards flag. So we'll keep an eye out, see if there's any further changes with that. But we've had that change for the lead then, Nev Kirkpatrick. That's a great move, wasn't it?
It was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it? He literally pinned it, got it on the inside, made sure he had just enough room, a little bit of paint. Never mind. We don't mind that, do we?
We won't worry about that.
That's
too
all right.
much. Right, as we're watching then those three leaders turning their way through to Benny, this sweeping left-hander just behind our commentary position, passing the crossing where cars and pedestrians have to cross the circuit to get into and out of the paddock. Then it's the right-hander at Senna S's. Nev Kirkpatrick here has got into the lead, and I sense that he's starting to make a little bit of a break here, is he, from Ian Slark. A few car lengths between them, and David Kirkpatrick's just starting to drop off a little bit, the top two as well. Yeah,
I think the track's starting to come to him now. Nevin was very, very fast in qualifying. He was getting that car sideways. It was great to watch. Doesn't mean it's fast,
no,
but he had a lot of confidence in the car going around the corners, and as you can see, as he's coming around now, going a lot quicker this time round. Stuart Coombs is struggling at the moment. Not expecting that from Stuart. Obviously, fastest lap round Coombe for race 1 and 2, but he's still there. He's got Mark Ditchburn just in front, who had to pull the front end of his car out after an accident with Ian Slark in qualifying, and that ended his qualifying quite rapidly. But Stuart looking for a pass down here, but not quite there, and Ditchburn managing to hold that 5th place.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So Stuart has gone from a winner at the last meeting to sort of 6th in the final of the Super Mighty Minis in the race here today. So he'll be a bit disappointed, I should think, with how this weekend's going so far. So this is the fight for 5th and 6th overall, and 5th and 6th in Super Mighty Minis as well. I can see out of our window the Mighty Minis are heading down into Hatchett's Hairpin, and they are pretty much side by side. Is it going to be Mark Price or Dan Smith?
Yeah, he's gone wide there, hasn't he? Gone really, really wide coming into Hatchett's there, Ian, and you can see Shepherd's got it. Shepherd's got 2nd place, and now that's put Mark Price right back into 3rd place, and Dan's looking very comfortable at the front there. He was under pressure, but a little mistake there from Pricey, and Mr. Shepherd has gone into 2nd.
Yeah, so Graham Shepherd, winner at Castle Coombe in one of the 2 races there. Darren Nightingale, it was who had the other win, and a bit like Stuart Coombs. I mean, Nightingale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in his class, so again he's a bit further back than he would have liked to have been. Nev Kirkpatrick's just done the best lap of the race, 1:15.68 now.
Impressive stuff, yeah. I mean, like I said, he was just going to get faster and faster now, is Nev, and it's a shame because Emily's not here. Sports day with the kids,
okay.
But 3rd and 4th for the children, so we'll be very, very happy with that. I got that information directly from Emily, so good luck to her. And but Nevin is definitely starting to make an increase, isn't he? But still, the Mighty Minis at the moment, still Dan in front of Shep. But again, Mark Price has got on the back of this. He's not giving up, is he? 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, still half the race left, isn't there? So no shortage of time in this race for Mark Price to try and strike back after that moment down at Hatchett's Hairpin on the previous lap.
Yeah.
So they're on the brakes now for Hatchett's on this lap. This is lap 8 of the race. Price a bit later, goes a lot deeper into the corner, trying to get a better cut back on the exit, but I'm not sure that's really working out for him.
Yeah.
Just at the moment.
I mean, it was a very interesting line, but maybe it's starting to get dry there. Maybe he's seen something that nobody else has seen, and we might see that develop without, with the 9.5 minutes to go. And it looks very, very interesting. But he has definitely closed up on Shepherd now, hasn't he? And he's looking for that again. Another interesting line, going a lot wider this time. Yeah. Might get a cut back here, but again, look at Shepherd's wheels. They were literally full lock left. It was absolutely brilliant as they come through the Senna S's. Brilliant.
Yep, so heading out of Senna down towards the Brooklands hairpin. These 3 cars battling for the lead in the Mighty Minis. Super Mighty Minis, it's Nevin Kirkpatrick about a second in front of Ian Slark, so it's 11 from 1 and 10 out front. 45, 9 and 4, your top 3 in the Mighty Minis part of the race. They are heading away to the right-hand flick at Carter. And actually, Smith's getting away now a little bit, isn't he? So all of a sudden there's a bit of a gap open up between first and second in the Mighties.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit... Shepherd just a little bit wide there and a little bit skittish as he comes off the exit of Honda's, but that's given Mark the opportunity on the left-hand side, but we're with the leaders at the moment, and Slark is... Well, you see Dave is now closing up on Slarky now, and there is Steve Rideout in 4th. Now, he's just come out of nowhere. I know, yes, he's 4 seconds behind the leader, but I tell you what, they're all in the same shot, and that means something with 8 minutes to go. And
a great battle just coming past our comms box. This is for 12th overall. Ollie Samways has got to the front of that group. Ollie from a race in Sports Specials with the 750 Motor Club. This is the battle we're looking at now, and number 6, which is Paul Hollett, brakes a little bit too late. He got ahead of a couple of the cars, and he's dropped right back behind them again because he just outbraked himself there, and I think he's gone basically to second to last position now. He's fallen behind James Jenkins. I think Laura Harris, is he behind Laura as well? Possibly not, but it is Ollie Samways there in the 58 car.
Yeah, Ollie's new driver. Yeah, Ollie's a new driver for this week, using one of the Octane Racing cars, the 58 driver, and he's got a bit of a background as well, racing the BR SEC. Was it the Club and Cup, and yes. For the MR2s, he's a very good driver. He's very consistent. Owns Road and Race Safety, so we'll be seeing some more of him, I'm pretty sure. And there's a nice little. That's a little bit aggressive there, wasn't it? But Sheps managed to. There was a little bump there with Darren Nightingale. He went a little bit skittish going through Honda Curve, lost the back, but looks like Darren saved him there, Ian.
Yeah, it looks like it. So they're heading down to the hairpin again. Yes, there's certainly some damage, I think, to the front of the Daz Nightingale car, number 37. Shepherd back through on the inside. It's Sam Slater that sort of made his way up, but he's now got a 5-second penalty on his time, Sam Slater, with the number 93 car, 9th on the road. That'll be for exceeding track limits, and that probably in its own right suggests that the conditions are improving if people are now having the confidence to push a little bit too far in Sam's case.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit too confident, bless him, but it was great. The birthday boy as well. It was his birthday this week, out on Facebook, telling everyone to wish him happy birthday if they didn't. I hope he got sunburned, so that was a really nice little message. But yeah, it's confidence now building up. 6 minutes to go, track drying, it's on, isn't it?
Yeah, see what he can make of the race. So we're watching there, Graham Shepherd and then Daz Nightingale. So they are 10th and 11th on the road, but Nightingale carries more speed out of Brooklands that time. So as they head to the fast, flat-out right-hander at Carter's, can Nightingale go around the outside of him? Yes, he can. Beautiful. Sweeps through. Beautifully done, yeah. Mistake there from Shepherd. Got stuck in the mud, quite literally. And in goes Nightingale for that position. But it looks like there's a big gap there between... who are we? Dan Smith and Pricey, but there's another battle going on here. You've now got the leaders, the Super Mighty Mini leaders, in amongst the back group of the Mighty. So Nev Kirkpatrick is trying to pick his way past Susie Inch and also past Ollie Samways as well. He's done that at Honda. Oh, wow. So he's got through, nicely scythed his way through there. Ian Slark's got something, I think it's one of the stickers that's come loose, sort of flapping in the breeze there as he comes across the start and finish line. There you can see David Kirkpatrick, he's cleared Susie Inch as well. Susie trying to get back up the inside of Ollie Samways here for position 12 that would be, and she's done it nicely, done Susie, up there at Hatchett's Hairpin.
Oh, she did fantastic in qualifying. The confidence was beaming when I went and saw her in the paddock. She was really happy. Nice pat on the back as well. But yeah, she's leading this pack at the moment. Samways is just behind her, and you can see Jenkins has now got into this mix as well. So it's great to see those guys. But at the moment, still Nevin holding. But Ian Slock did a fantastic job going through Honda Curve there, because that could have changed everything, but he got such a good exit.
It was really a decisive moment of the race, wasn't it? It's only going to happen once when they sort of have to deal with that traffic, and Nev Kirkpatrick dealt with it very well. As to be fair, Ian and David Kirkpatrick, also Ian Slock that is, and David Kirkpatrick also dealt with it nicely. They're all still there, pretty equidistant as they come through Carter's again. Just less than 5 minutes to go now, so probably going to be, I think, 4 more laps to go at the end of this one to make it a 16-lap race.
Yeah, and there we go. Ian Slock's gone off the track, and he's going to save it. Oh, that's a very good save again from Ian Slock. Absolutely fantastic save from Ian Slock, but that's given Dave the opportunity now to go down the outside into the braking zone at Hatchett's Hairpin, and he's got second. Nevin there is still first, but fastest lap to David after that there.
Yeah, big moment. You would have seen the pit wall looming large, and it had been very keen to keep out of that, of course. Because that would have been a heavy hit had he gone off, but no, Ian used all of his many years of Mighty Mini or Super Mighty Mini racing experience and got it back into a straight line, albeit he did lose that position, but still 4 minutes to try and get that back. There's the Mighty Minis, that battle for 12th overall again, involving Susie Inge and Ollie Samways. I think they've probably swapped positions again, actually. Mark Ditchburn we just saw go through shot there. He's in 5th place overall in the Super Mighty Mini part of the race. There's Samways, and it's Samways now with Jenkins behind, isn't it? Because Susie Inch is ahead of him now. Yeah,
Susie's doing a good job. You can see Laura Harris is still on this pack. I'm really impressed with Laura. She was a little bit underconfident, but a little mistake there going into Brooklands there. I'm not too sure who that was.
Was Susie
there.
Inch.
Was it
Yeah,
Susie Inch? Yeah, but I think she's now getting a little bit more confident.
It was a good job, actually. She'd got the advantage that she had over this, because she's kept the position. We have had a change there, because that's the 32 car of Jenkins that's got ahead now of Samways, and Laura Harris is going to go through. So I wonder if Samways has got a problem or just made a mistake there, because all of a sudden he's just lost a little bit of ground. Yeah, just going to see if we can hear him when he goes past. Sounds okay, but it's great. Again, you can see Ditchburn is now having a little battle here with Stuart Coombs at the back. So Stuart Coombs has got past, and he's going to have a low. He's very late on the brakes. Is he going to try around the outside? Is there grip there? That's going to be a good move. Oh, fantastically done. He's done it. Brilliant. Yeah, so Ditchburn back ahead to 5th place, and he's going to try and put Laura Harris between himself. And I'm actually just wondering, is there a yellow flag down there? I think there might be, and yes, because the car's yellow flag. So hopefully, from Mark Ditchburn's point of view, that incident was not fallen foul on it. It's the Shepherd car. I think it's Shepherd, yes. Shepherd, yes. So he has come to a stop by the looks of it. He was, I think, up in 3rd place in that class at one point in this race, wasn't he? The winner from Castle Kim. He's got going again now. That's good news. Yeah, no red flags yet, which is fantastic. Which we wanted, what we wanted. Longest race and no red flags. Fantastic stuff. But still, well done, Mighty Minis. Yeah, well done, guys. Absolutely fantastic. And girls. Absolutely. And it's good to see some female racers on the grid as well. Great to see that. Mighty Minis always had that good gender balance in there. As we're watching Daz Nightingale be lapped now by the race leader Nev Kirkpatrick. So Daz Nightingale, who's 4th within the Mighty Minis. So Kirkpatrick's got past that sort of rear group of Mighty Minis. He's now trying to work himself through the quick cars, which will be slightly more challenging, I should think. Yeah, it's getting a little bit more interesting now, isn't it? With there's no rain, so obviously the guys are getting a lot faster in the supers, which has made a massive difference. Obviously now they're getting lapped. I mean, it just shows the increased grip that the guys in the supers are getting now. Yeah, lap times 1:15.63, the best lap for David Kirkpatrick, but not actually seeing too many improvements. They need to improve on the last lap with Sam Slater to improve his lap time in the Mighty Minis there. So watching Ian Slark, so he's just got past Nightingale as well. He's in 3rd place overall. He's not been able to get that 2nd place back from Dave Kirkpatrick after he had that big moment at Honda about 3 laps ago.
Yeah, indeed, and he's still pushing, isn't he? He's still trying. He's trying to get on the back of these guys, but it's just not enough. But is there at the front here? Just going to see to just change a minute for the Mighty Minis, because it looks like Mark Price actually catching Dan Smith, and it has dropped down slightly, hasn't it? But this battle at the back. Oh, Paul was very wide there. Paul Hollett there. That was interesting.
Mark Price has just done his best lap of the race. Actually,
Wow.
1 minute 20.36. He was 0.6 quicker than Dan Smith on that lap. So the gap there has come down to just about 1.2 seconds.
Fantastic job by them, and again these two, Ditchburn and Stuart Coombs, having a great battle as they come over the start-finish straight. Brilliant stuff to see them, and again you can see the guys at the front. This is Nevin and David Kirkpatrick still holding first and second, with Ian Slark third, Rideout fourth, Ditchburn fifth, and Coombs for the Supers in sixth, and that bumper still hanging off. It's come off a little bit more now, hasn't it?
It has, but it's obviously
it's staying there.
It's well fixed on. That's Dan Smith leading the Mighty Mini, so he's a bit further up the road, isn't he? Because is he going to get lapped by the overall leaders? Because if not, he's going to have one more lap to do at the end of this one. He probably doesn't really want another lap to do.
No, he doesn't, because he's been close.
Because he's been caught by Mark Price. The leaders are on their last lap. The clock, as you can see, has counted down to 0 now. So we're going to see Nev Kirkpatrick, I think, come through to take the checker flag very shortly. But we're still going to
get a lap. Yes, if he stays behind them, they might. Oh, he's never going to get it. Is he going to cross the line in time? Yes, they are.
Oh, so the checker flag's gone out now. Right, okay. Well, I think have still
they
got
can
another
go.
lap to
Yeah,
go.
sure, they can go. They don't know, do they? They should
Mark
be going.
Price was just ahead, I think, of Nev Kirkpatrick. I think Nev was aware of that checker flag coming out and thought, I better not interrupt their race, but they do look like they might have slowed.
Dan's realised he's obviously got something going on.
And I think now Mark's realised as well.
Oh, what a shame.
So the race is over. Nev Kirkpatrick's taken the win by 2.8 seconds from David Kirkpatrick in second, third to Ian Slark, fourth to Stephen Rideout, fifth to Mark Ditchburn, and sixth to Stuart Coombs. I don't know if we can pick up on the Mighty Mini battle, which is heading around Debenny Bend now. We'll try and pick that up on the cameras if we can. That's between Dan Smith and Mark Price, but I think Smith's probably going to win this, isn't he? Because he was just a bit more cognizant of what was going on, really, with when the checkered flag came out, just as they came up to be lapped by Nev Kirkpatrick.
It was very difficult for the marshal there to literally hang the checkered flag out. It was a very difficult position to be in, with coming up towards the back markers, knowing that he was going to win the race, and Mark and Dan had just thought, okay, we might as well slow down.
Well, we know Sam Slater was third. Well, but he won't be, because he had. Well, actually, he will be, because he had the 5-second penalty. But Darren Nightingale was 9 seconds behind. We've still got just waiting to see them coming over the line now. So Dan Smith comes through finally to take the checkered flag and win the Mighty Mini part of the race. And Mark Price is going to be second. But let's have a look at the overall results then. It was Nev Kirkpatrick that took the victory in number 11 from number 10, David Kirkpatrick, in second place. In third was number 1, that was Ian Slark. Fourth, number 7, Stephen Rideout. Fifth was 19, Mark Ditchburn. And sixth was number 8, Stuart Coombs. That was the Super Mighty Mini result. In the Mighty Minis, it was a win for number 45, Dan Smith. From number 4, Mark Price in second. Sam Slater will keep hold of third place despite that 5-second penalty. 36, Darren Nightingale will take fourth within that class. Fifth to Susie Inch, number 12. Sixth to James Jenkins. Seventh to Laura Harris. Eighth to Ollie Samways. Ninth to Paul Hollett. And rounding out the top 10 after that, off about 2 or 3 laps from the end, Graham Shepherd. Really entertaining Mighty Mini race there, Craig.
And one of the only ones that have had no red flags.
Yes.
So that's a congratulations for them as well.
You can come again, I think.
Oh, thanks, mate. I really appreciate
brought
that.
a touch of calm to the action and to the commentary box. You're certainly going to come back, I hope, tomorrow morning for the second of the Mighty Mini races.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so thank you very much to Craig. We'll hear from you again tomorrow. Let's head down to the pit lane now and hear from Josh Barrett talking to our class winners.
So we're down here in the winners' circle, down here at Pembrey from the first of the Mighty Minis races, and it was Nevin Kirkpatrick then that took the victory. Well done, Nev. I'll give you a 750 Motor Club winners' garland.
Thank you very much.
And quite a battle, especially at the start of that one.
Yeah, it was tough. Ian was defending into the hairpin, which was, in the conditions, it's about the only place you can really make a move. But then he had a bit of a slow exit from a corner up there, so I slid up the inside and just kept watching my mirrors and trying to make a gap.
And the conditions today are a bit weird because it's wet, but everybody's saying it's actually quite grippy out there.
It's very grippy. Normally in the wet, minis are all over the shop, but yeah, it's really grippy. Seems to be a feature of Welsh tarmac.
Right, okay.
Anglesey is the same.
Yeah. So obviously you were able to break away a little bit, they were battling behind, and then you managing that gap from there on in?
Yeah, I was trying to increase it, but I think there were some corners I was quicker and some they were quicker. So as long as there was a gap, it was fine. Just waiting for the checkered flag.
There was a moment where there was a load of the mighty cars all around you, so was that tricky?
Yeah, very, because obviously they're having their own race, so they're not prepared to give up, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got to find your way through, and all safe, so no problem.
Possibly a different day tomorrow, hopefully for some trial weather. That would make a very different type of race.
Yeah, well, given today's result, I'm happy for rain tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, dry's good. We'll see what happens.
Well, congratulations on the win in the Super Mighty Mini. We'll talk to the winner next of the Mighty Minis race, which was Dan Smith. Congratulations, a little bit of damage, but a race win there.
Yeah, really happy with that one. Just held it together, got a bit confusing at the end because we didn't know. I think the Supers finished just behind us, so I thought let's just do another lap just to be safe. But yeah, really happy with that one.
How did the damage come about?
First corner, I think someone trying to go around the outside at the hairpin, it's never going to work, is it? So yeah, interesting one, that one.
And today you didn't have to worry, I think, you said it right at the end about the faster cars coming through, so you could just run your own race.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to pull away from Mark. He's been doing the championship for a while, so knew I had to try and pull a gap, and got one, and then he started closing up at the end. I got a bit nervous, but yeah, we managed to do it in the end, so happy.
And talking to the other guys as well about the amount of grip out there, which coming into today, I guess you weren't expecting.
It's like being on a dry track. Yeah. I've never driven this car in the wet or on these tyres, so didn't know what to expect. But yeah, almost like a dry track out there. It's great. Yeah.
Obviously, first time the Mighty Minis have been on the 750 Road Club live stream, so tell us a bit about the championship and what it's like to be involved in it.
Yeah, so it's only my second race in the championship, but really friendly bunch of people, nice atmosphere, and affordable racing, which is what we want. So yeah.
Well, congratulations, and looking forward to tomorrow now.
Cheers, thank you.
So I think that's all we've got time for down here in the Mighty Minis paddock. But next up is the Tigirwa Type R Trophy.